I had a problem with my nipples out. I got really long nipples for a man. I got a couple offers to be a stripper, but I ain't want to do it. Y'all talking about Pokemon?
Yeah.
You catch them?
I love Pokemon. I don't. She does.
See how many you have?
Not that many. Like.
So you're not good at it?
No, I'm good.
Medal.
Medal for 50.
Did you just say you got a medal?
I got you played it, have you?
You got a medal. So what am I looking here or you? Let's go.
All right.
Lawrence Killebrew, I've been doing comedy for 10 years now. I got into comedy, it was two different ways. One, I went to church and I used to see the response that my pastor used to get from the the congregation, and I wanted that, but I knew I couldn't have been a preacher. And then the way what made me decide to get into it, I was in the airport at LA going to the All-Star game, coming home from the All-Star game, and I saw a comedian from Comic View, and he sold me a DVD, and I watched it, and I thought it was horrible. And I was just so upset that I paid $10 for this DVD. I was like, if he can do it, I can do it. So then that's when I started doing comedy. Well, that's when the idea started to bubble, and I got it. I got booed, and twice I got booed in front of a college. It was like the worst feeling ever to have 5,000 kids boo you. And then I got booed in front of one of my girlfriends before. And then that was like the longest ride ever home. So that was probably two worst. One of my best feelings was I used to work at a comedy club called the Laugh House in Philadelphia, and the owner was a young lady named Miss Mona, and she will only come into the showroom if the comedians were funny. She used to never come in to the showroom, and then one time I remember I was headlining and she came in and watched me, so that's when I knew I had something, because she came in and watched me. It hurts, but it's like, for me, most comedians, they dwell on it, but for me it was like, I gotta get back up there, because you gotta wash that bomb off, basically. That's what we call it in comedy terms, so for me, I don't really have a gripe. I don't get too upset about certain things. I just look at it like I took an L, keep on moving, just move to the next stage, stuff like that. Oh, not really, man. My writing process just comes from a situation that happens, and then I just start talking about it to myself. And then once I get a substance, subject, and a transition, I just go on stage with it and see if it's funny or not. If a situation happened, once, if I keep talking about it long enough, eventually something funny is going to come out of it. So I don't usually write too much down. I write subjects, but I can't really write out a joke. It's just something to me that has to come out on stage instead of me just, writing out this part, and that part. I just write the subject matter and then just talk. And then once I talk, something will come out of it. I'll probably be selling drugs. It's like, no, I'm playing. No, I don't. I have no idea, man. I mean, before this, I used to sell sneakers. I used to work at Foot Locker, and I can't even see myself doing anything else at this point. I don't know what I would be doing before here. I don't know. Probably running a comedy club or something, or running some type of, because I was very good at that, and managing. I used to work at the comedy club, the Laugh House that I started at, so. Everything, man. It's an outlet. It's a venting process. It's like an addiction also. Like when you tell a good joke and then the crowd basically, responds to it. That's like an addiction. You got to keep coming back for that. It's not just about, getting paid for it. Because I honestly, tell you the truth, I would tell jokes for free. But majority of comedians, the reason we ask for money is for sometimes the bullshit that we got to deal with. Dealing with, bullshit hotels, just different things that you deal with promoters, with the crowd, or where you doing the show at. We got to do shows at bars. So, sometimes that's an inconvenience for us. If I can come into a club like Loony and tell jokes every week, I would do it for free. It's a comedy conducive place. The crowd was great. The place is great. Great food, great. They want to hear your jokes. So for me, I would do it for free. But don't think that this is what I'm saying. But I honestly would tell jokes for free. If it was a stress-free environment, I would.